in a straight line. Starter says go. Catches them in a good wave there. Amrita bobbed out one of the early leaders. Kylie's right there. Journey by Night making the presence felt at the inside running rail. Western Music just looking for some cover to the inside, 3 lengths off them. Accessorize is right there, and Ideal Blooms moving around runners. Extreme right hand side, yellow sleeves and cap. Ideal Bloom now moving across. Golden Sprint to the white face, 1 or 2 a little bit keen in behind runners. Class Mondial's at the fence, just gets a niggle or 2. Cape Jewel races about 8 lengths off the zone. As they move past the 1,000 metre marker, Iolantha's on the outside of runners. 7-8 lengths off the tempo. Plain Magic, very awkward, that saddle could have slipped there on Plain Magic. Champagne Silk, one of the trailers, and then comes Feels Like Heaven. Ideal Bloom now moves towards the 700 metre marker. Amrita second. Accessorize gets a taste of the bit on the outside. At this stage, Journey by Night's giving them 4 lengths start. Kylie also gets a taste of the bit between runners. Got 6-7 lengths to make up. Class Mondial. Further back in the running, Western Music. Top of the lane, they spread right across the track. Ideal Bloom. Amrita looks to run on. Extreme outside. Turbo Torch looks to come forward, and Kylie's also running on. Class Mondial to the inside, and Cape Jewel's also running on very nicely. They're using the entire track at the 200. Cape Jewel comes home hard with Class Mondial. Kylie's down the centre of the course, but it's Cape Jewel the one to go with. Cape Jewel and Class Mondial. Cape Jewel by 3 parts of a length from Class Mondial. Cape Jewel lost at home from Class Mondial. Kylie, and then came Western Music. Well, they spread right across the track. You'll notice in the head-on, had to keep the eyes everywhere, but Cape Jewel snuck through at the rail. Class Mondial is coming home late on. Number 3, Cape Jewel. Jared Samuel, the daughter of Ravishing, 3 parts of a length, and now just needs the line because Class Mondial is starting to cut her back, stride for stride. Here comes the line, Cape Jewel. Closer than it looked up here, Cape Jewel by a head. Class Mondial second, tried her utmost that last 100. Then came Kylie down the middle centre of the course, runs third. Quartets, made up by Western Music. Then came Amrita. Further back in the running, Champagne Silk. Accessorize came under early pressure. Further back, Turbo Torch, who looked to make up the ground to the outside. Feels Like Heaven, next wave past that winning post. There you can see they're using the entire course coming to the 300, but left-hand side, Cape Jewel and Class Mondial now come together. Cape Jewel had a length to spare with 150 to go. Kylie starts to drift over to the centre inside with Amrita, but it's going to be number 3, Cape Jewel, who times it dead right. Class Mondial is catching fast late on, but it goes to number 3, Cape Jewel. That's the way the judge will go. Number 3, Cape Jewel. Ahead of number 5, Class Mondial. Nice exciting running of the second race, over 1,600 metres. This was the Shay Shay Maiden Juvenile Plate. Back to the studio.
We've just seen the running of race number 2, the start of the Bipod, maiden juvenile plates for fillies over 1,600 meters. And trainer Mike Miller, he looked to have a strong hand here, sent out 5 runners, but no doubt on her last start, she looked to be the pick from the yard, and that's Cape Jewel. And I'm really happy for a young jockey, Jared Samuels. He does all the hard work in the mornings, doesn't get many chances, but when we chatted briefly during the course of the week, you were very excited about this ride today, Jared.
Yes, Steve, you know, on the last run I gave a very big chance today, and I looked at the field, there wasn't anything quite strong in the field, and Mr. Miller had 5, you know, in the race. So with a good draw, the last time we were drawn bad and I dropped in, and she ran second to one of Mr. Brass's horses, which there was a bit of talk about. So I was really quite confident actually on today, and with the good draw today, we looked at there was not much pace, so we actually just dropped it in. And to skip on that inside because the false trail actually throws you quite out. So I was lucky I was on the trail. I got through on the inside. Oh, she got a turn of foot and she went away. Actually, that was when I went quite comfortably, you know, and then PSO started coming back at me. But she still actually managed to fight him off quite good, you know, and happy for Mr. Miller. Well, into the owners, it's a nice day to have a winner. And thanks to everyone else.
We chatted briefly, as I mentioned. The hunger is still there to ride winners, but you're not getting the chances, and hopefully this puts you back on the right track.
Yes, Diz, it's a bit tough, but especially season now. But we soldier on, make do with whatever we get and do our best.
Before you leave us, how's the course running?
Oh, quite quick. As I said, now with this false thread throwing you quite out, it leaves it quite open, because it can come from almost anywhere. But the track's running quite nice, it should be a good day's racing.
Long wait for you. You got one at the back?
Yes, I can relax now.
Well done.
Thanks, Diz.
Lovely. Let's get trainer Mike Miller in. Mike, as I mentioned, you look to have the aces up your sleeve in the race, especially with horses accessorized, Amrita and Cape Jewel. But fair comment that the right filly from your stable is one?
I think Cape Jewel was the right one. Yeah, she'd been coming from way far back before, and she had a nice draw today.
A plus is that you kept Jared on after that last ride.
Yes, no, he's done nothing wrong with it, so he had to stay with it. My son actually put this together because it was on the Shongweni sale. We had the filly in the yard and she was up for sale. And my son put the guys together and said, listen, let's buy this back because my dad thinks this can win a race. So congratulations to him and congratulations to the guys that actually came in.
You planned this race well because you had all your runners in one race?
All in one race. We've got to get them in, eh? Got to get them in.
Well played, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Andrew Brewer, you're going to represent the owners here. And well done to all the guys. I see Jay Callahan is also here. Sterling is the nominee for the Mike Miller Racing Syndicate. But Andrew, you're a gentleman that loves your racing, and nice to find yourself in the #1 box.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a bit of time, but yeah, we eventually got here. But first and foremost, thanks to Mike. He prepared the filly quite well. Janine, all the work done in the yard, well done. To Sterling, more specifically, if he's back home watching, we pulled it off, brother. You told me this is a good investment. And then to my partners, well done, guys. I'm sure she won't end here. She's only a 2-year-old, and I'm sure there's a bit of improvement still to come. And to all the other guys that we're having a competition with, I told you this will win, so I'm one up on you.
Before you leave us, Andrew, easy to back at around 5-6 to 1?
I started getting on in doubles yesterday in PE already. I couldn't get enough of this horse. I listened to the show this morning with Wesley, Beaumont, and Sheldon, and I sat at my couch and I scratched my head and I said, they don't even tip her. Don't these guys look at the form? So yeah, no, easy to back, and yeah, we helped ourselves to a pudding full of this. Thanks.
Well, Andrew, to yourself and all your partners, hearty congratulations. Well done. Enjoy the victory.
Thanks, Dees.
Lovely. That will conclude our presentation to the winning owners here. Race number 2. Bipod numbers will be 3 and 5. Cape Jewel and Classic Mondial. If you caught this quartet, 3, 5, 11 and 14. We're going to be back in a short while, in say in a minute or so, after the replays to do an important presentation. That is Owner of the Month here in KZN.